This guy only makes $10,000 annually. Why would you say that? All right, Alan, I brought you here for your sake, so you better pay for everyone. Okay, fine. I'll pay with this card then. How do you even have that?
Trouble Busters!
Whew, I'm getting nervous, and this place looks really expensive. Don't worry about it. Leave it up to me. One of our guys can't make it because something came up, but I'll make it a fun dinner somehow, okay? Really? Oh, Carter, thank you so much for inviting me. Yeah, you sound real. But seeing how he is, I'm so glad I brought him so he could serve as my foil. My name is Alan. I'm a super nice guy who's never had a girlfriend my entire life. This guy only makes $10,000 annually.
Huh? Does that mean he makes just 1/10 of what you make, Carter?
Oh, I guess. Oh, Carter, you're acting a little differently. Well, someone as competent as me wouldn't choose who to hang out with, you know? What does that mean? Everyone likes me all the time. I think it's because of my natural personality.
I see. Carter, I didn't know you have a skill that sounds like a qualification for a good hunter.
That's right. So you guys should be careful. Even a guy like me can't handle multiple women at the same time.
You're terrible.
Oh, did you just say something?
Nothing.
Hey, Carter, this isn't what you said. Why are you suddenly talking about our salary? What the heck? This is the best part. It's normal for us to talk about our income when we're in a mixer. Really? You don't have to think about anything, okay? I wonder if this is really okay.
So, Alan, what do you normally do?
Yes, I really like rice balls.
Alan, you sound so nervous. You didn't even answer her question. You're blushing as you answer, and you're being so funny.
No, he didn't really do anything. Again? He started working the same time I did, but as you can see from the differences in our incomes, we're in totally different leagues. He can't even do a single thing without me.
What? Really? We weren't asking you, though.
I'm proactively telling you guys because it's something important, even if you never ask. I'm a salaried employee in a major company, while Alan is just a contract employee. So, there you go.
There we go? But we never even asked. Are you trying to make us feel like we owe you?
No, that is,
In that case, it's only natural that there's a difference in your incomes. And yet you're trying to brag about that? Carter, you're so desperate.
Hey, why are you being so hostile with me? You should just go with the flow of the conversation. I don't know if it's the flow, but you need to stop doing a negative campaign about me. You can't join the conversation because you suck. You should just wait until your turn is up. But my turn never comes up. What you're doing is to bring me down just to make yourself look good, and it's what everyone despises. Shut up. Do you realize who brought you to this mixer? However, Carter's behavior never improved after that. My first mixer in my life had ended up a disaster. All right, since we've broken the ice, let's go to the after party. But before that, Alan, you're gonna pay for everyone. Huh? Why? Why are you acting like that? I told you that your turn will be up. 5 special dinner courses will come out to be $1,500. If you show off your manliness here, you'd be so cool.
Hey, don't you think that's ridiculous? Right? I've been bothered this entire time, but you're trying to make it sound like you own him, and you're desperately trying to make yourself look good.
Huh?
Alan, there's no reason for you to pay for everyone, okay?
This was totally my bad for even trusting this guy and following him to this mixer. He was gonna make me serve him as a foil and just make me pay for the bill. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters! No, it's fine.
But
I'll pay with this card then. Huh? Is that?
it's a black card. What? Is Alan actually talented?
What the heck? How does Alan have a black card? How do you even have that thing? It's because my income is over $100,000 annually. What? No way! That's impossible!
Hey, isn't that card Toromaru Express Century card?
Huh? What's that? Is it different from just a black card?
It's totally different. This card is so much more challenging to get. It's the highest grade card that only those who make over $1 million annually can hold.
What? Alan? Really? Over $1 million? Does that mean he makes 10 times more than I make? That's totally impossible! That's not even okay! Why do I deserve to have you judge that it's impossible? You're such a terrible person to take advantage of me just to fulfill your twisted self-esteem. What's your problem? You're saying those things, but I'm sure that card belongs to your parents or someone else. Maybe you decided to borrow it from your parents just because you wanted to show off at your first mixer in your life. This card is mine for sure. Prove it then. Prove it? Yeah, show us your bank balance. You have that card, so you must have a lot in your savings. I don't want to do that. It's so troublesome. I'll pay for the meal here, so isn't that enough? No, it's not. I can't just stay put after you've looked down on me so badly. Did I end up putting him on fire?
Hold on a second. I've been listening this entire time, but you're such a petty guy.
Petty?
Really petty.
No way. I mean, you've never really acted like a rich guy until now.
Well, it's a mixer, and it's only natural that he doesn't really make it so obvious.
Even you too, Helen? Damn it, why is this happening? You guys are all about money after all.
What?
The moment he showed off his black card, you guys all started taking his side.
That's not even true. We've been neutral all this time. As a fact, we've been riding along with your one-man show this entire time.
No! The moment Alan showed off that black card, you guys started reacting.
Huh? What the heck is wrong with this guy? There are people like him, the kind who can only take things the way he wants to. You said we reacted, but the card is simply rare to see, so that's why we were all surprised.
Who knows? Let me tell you guys that he's been doing crazy things to earn that card. What? Why are you talking as if I'm doing something bad just because I have this card? It's because there's no way you'd have that card with your annual income. You need to stop assuming what my annual income is. Huh? Why are you complaining? I'm earning so much more than you at work, though. And even I can't make millions, so there's no way you can.
You keep talking about it as if you're a higher pay grade at work, but that's not the only way to measure it.
What do you mean by that?
Aren't you being too narrow-minded to think that you're above him just because of that?
What? That's not true.
What is it? Is there anything else?
Yeah, there is. I'm far more talented than he is, and it's the truth. I'm being assigned more tasks than him, too.
He's so desperate.
Ugh, that's enough. There's no point in arguing right now. I'm sorry that I took out that card because I was upset, but I'll pay for the meal tonight, okay? So let's just call it a night. Why are you acting like that? Why are you talking as if you get to decide? I was the one who brought you to this mixer. Yeah, thanks for that. Are you happy now? I'm sorry, everyone, that things turned out this way. Stop acting as if this is your party.
Alan seems to be so much more mature, right?
Why would you say that?
Of course. It's because you're way too desperate about standing on a higher ground than him. Because don't you get it after all that we said to you? Read the room. Maybe it's not about whether he can or can't read the room. Maybe you should start your life over from elementary school.
What? Why would you say that? That's not necessary. Look, I was the one who set up this mixer. This guy just came along. Putting aside work, I should already be acknowledged as a great guy just for being able to find a nice restaurant like this for all of us.
Did you really just say that?
What the heck? It's the truth.
Don't you get it? This is exactly what makes you look desperate. You've only been digging your own grave. At this point, maybe you should work for a job to dig holes. And maybe you'd get paid even better than now.
I was going to create an invincible harem at this mixer, but it's all messed up because this guy started showing off that damn card. This guy must have stayed silent on purpose. Hey, Alan, you've been trying to show off how mature you are all this time, but everything is your fault. What? You insulted me all you want this entire time during the mixer, and how are you even saying that now? It's because you kept quiet about the fact that you had that card. You must have been waiting for the moment to come just to make me look like a clown. Of course not. I admit that I was a bit rebellious after what you said, but then I wouldn't be keeping $1,500 cash on me all the time. And either way, I would have had to pay for this meal with a credit card if I was going to pay. Ugh. Either way, you just have a terrible personality.
Now that you realize that you can't be superior than him in income, you're trying to bring him down in terms of his personality. I feel like Alan isn't at fault for a single thing, given how hard he sucked up everything until now.
I know, right?
Shut up! You've been staying quiet all this time, and at the end, you're showing off what's inside your wallet. You're such a terrible person.
No, you're the one who's being terrible. Just to make yourself look better, you asked Alan to join this mixer. Even if any of us were to date you, do you really think things would go well at all?
I'll think about what's gonna happen during my romantic relationship when it happens. It's still a fact that I'm making more income than the average for my age.
And I already told you that money isn't everything.
You don't have to try to act tough. You can't do anything without money. No matter how much pretty talk you give, everything is money at the end of the day. You never lose anything from having too much.
It's a loss just for having you around. In that sense, you're probably a priceless person.
Besides, I never tried to show off what's inside my wallet in the first place. I wouldn't have had to show my credit card unless you tried to make me pay for the entire bill. What did you just say?
You did this to yourself.
Hey, you're still taking Alan's side, but we still haven't figured out how on earth Alan has that black card. There's no way you'd be making so much money outside the paychecks from our company, which means you must be doing something shady. I told you I haven't been doing anything shady. You need to stop judging that I'm below you and assuming everything about me. I'm not a robot that was created just to please you. Then how on earth do you even make so much money? Jeez, it's investment. What? Investment? That's right. I've been doing it little by little since I was in my 20s, and I was able to create enough asset to own this credit card. Ugh. Why do you have a contract job then? If you really have enough money to own that card, you don't even have to work a job! It's a side job for me. If I'm relying on stocks for my income, it's not stable, and I feel a bit restless about it. And I'd end up being stuck at home most of the time, so I won't get to meet anyone new. Most importantly, I want a girlfriend. You're saying that working for our company is a side job for you? Yeah, my stocks have been pretty stable now, and I can live with just the dividend income.
He's a total winner. There's not a single quality that you can beat him.
I'm not planning to compete with you in the first place, though. It's true that you've been working hard as a salary employee, too. You also spent time doing research to find this restaurant, too, right? We just all work hard in different ways.
What about a girlfriend?
I've never had one in my life.
Okay.
Why is he acting so maturely? And it looks like they're getting a little closer. Hey, you were getting all nervous until earlier. Stop getting carried away. Look, ladies, I have something that's far more wonderful than money.
I wondered what you were going to say now, but you keep swaying. I thought money was important.
Money is just one of the ways to tell about people. Besides, stocks are cheating. One more thing that matters is the trust that the others have in you and the skills.
You said two things.
Hey, more importantly, why is it that you were never popular with girls before, Alan? I feel like you'd have a lot of people coming for you when you're so rich.
I'm actually about to be trusted with a really big project that's upcoming. It's because I don't really tell people about my assets and income. That project is a collaboration project with the world-renowned company Traverse.
Huh, I wonder.
Hey, listen to me!
I was, but is that even true? Traverse is one of the top companies in the world.
That's right, and that's how much I'm trusted at work, and I was selected to be the leader of that project. How's that? Do you finally understand how great I am as a person? Sir? Oh, the waiter, what is it? You're disturbing the other customers, so will you please keep it down? Oh, we're sorry. I think we got too excited. Huh. Why are you apologizing? I'm an elite who works for the top-tier company. I'm gonna act confidently, even at a time like this. No, that's not okay.
I'm just going to pay for what I ate and go home now.
You don't have to do that. As we talked about earlier, Alan's willing to pay for the bill, right? At this point, I can't get over it unless I make Alan pay. Oh, okay.
No, it's fine, Alan. We all ate, so we should all pay.
No, it's okay. Hey, is that you guys? Carter? Alan? What are you guys doing here? Oh, you're... Mr. Hooligan, why are you here? I'm a regular here. Oh, really? Yeah, and I noticed someone was being noisy over here, so I looked over and saw the two of you. Since I was the one who suggested this restaurant, I can't really let you guys cause trouble to the restaurant I'm a regular at.
Huh? Wait, what does that mean? Don't tell me that you were lying when you said that you did a research to find this restaurant.
Whoa! We're not causing any trouble here, sir. I think you should hurry up and go back to your table. No, it's okay. I was just about to leave. Oh, no! Mr. Hooligan, were you the one who recommended this place to him? Yeah, last week when I was chatting with Carter, I mentioned this place.
And yet, you're trying to take credit for this. How greedy. Everything you say is a lie.
It's fine if I just tweak the fact, right?
How dare you say that?
And so you haven't answered my question yet. What on earth were you doing to make the waiter talk to you about being too noisy?
Here's what happened.
What? How dare you do something like that at a restaurant that I frequent? I mean... I don't want to hear any excuses.
Why didn't you think that this could have happened if you took your boss's suggestion?
I mean, I never thought things would turn into such a big deal.
If you're telling so many lies, maybe you were lying about the project earlier, too.
Oh, project? What project are you talking about? Well, Carter was telling us earlier that he was chosen to be the leader of a multinational major project that's coming up. Huh? Leader? What are you talking about? All I asked him to do was to staple some of the meeting printouts.
I knew you were lying.
Ah! Oh, no!
Why do you keep telling lies like that?
Damn it. At this rate, I can't even show off myself before this party is over. And there'll be no next chance. At this point, I have to place my bet. Helen, I've always had a crush on you since the first time I saw you when I visited your company. will you please be my girlfriend?
Huh? What? You're confessing to her right now?
You're panicking way too badly.
Hey, I wasn't asking for outsiders' opinions, so Helen, what's your answer?
Never.
Oh, no! Even though I have zero love experience, I can still tell why he failed. Oh, Helen, please be my girlfriend!
So scary.
All right, let's leave this restaurant before we cause any harm. Oh, no!
Thank you.
And the crazy mixer had finally ended. However... Damn it! I know I'm better than him at work, and yet he's making easy money off stocks, and I hate him! I'm gonna accomplish something big and engrave my name in history, and I'll climb up the ladder and eventually get Helen's heart! No, I'm gonna be in a harem! Mr. Hooligan, I quit this job! Huh? Why are you suddenly quitting? My talent will end up going to waste if I stay here! Do you even realize your position? I do, and that's why I hate stapling documents left and right every day. Carter, I've been giving you something to do for your sake, and I'm telling you that it's no use. I'm supposed to be someone at top tier, not even comparable to Alan. Once I go to a better environment, I know that I can accomplish big. Hey, I admit that you're the type of person who's smart in terms of textbooks, but you should probably calm down before you make any decisions. Did you think about what you're going to do after you quit this job? I'm talented, and I have experience at a major company. Life will be easy on me. You guys all better remember me. Goodbye now. And that was how Carter decided to leave his job. However...
Hey, isn't that Carter?
Yeah. The one who was a rank and file employee who said really cocky things before he quit his job. Right?
Hey, he's going to hear you.
Damn it! They must be from my former workplace! How dare they say those things about me! If I knew I'd end up like this, I should have just kept my job quietly! Although he came from a top-tier company, he had no concrete achievements to speak of, and with nothing but an inflated sense of pride, he failed to find a new job and ended up scraping by on part-time work. Meanwhile, as for me, it was such a mess the other day, so this time, I took a step forward to challenge myself at a mixer for the second time in my life. Trouble Busters!